and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one spot. And for the Nets, Lonnie Walker is out there with Wall. Then there's Cam Johnson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And at this point of the year, Greg, injuries starting to mount for some teams.
And this is where your depth gets tested, your resolve. Because it takes a strength in numbers and strong leadership to get through it.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep, and Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Here's Claxton, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Got a piece of it. Wall with the steal. And the layup falls.
Sometimes Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Defense right on him. Pass to Conley. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Nets, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that can change, though, at any moment. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Minnesota again turning it over. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Conley, it's tipped. Simmons passes to Claxton. The kick out to Walker. Back to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Johnson finds Wall. He takes it in, and Simmons slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And the Nets making a change here. Smith is checked in. And then for Minnesota, Reed comes in for Gobert. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Morris against Wall. Reed misses. Nets leading by 10. Outside, Wall. And there's the drive. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they're
are going to have a nice little run here.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniel. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And one thing about Cam Johnson, his shooting mechanics are elite.
We already know that he shoots a high percentage from three, but he also has the height to shoot over people from out there, and that adds to the confidence.
And it's blocked. 1:52 left in the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Anderson after the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Now the pass to Reed. Clock at 4. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Brooklyn leading by 15, and then Simmons slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Timberwolves call time here. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Simmons. Hield comes in for Dennis Smith. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for John Wall. Anderson can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Three-pointer Hield. And the Nets another three.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Morris kicks to Towns. Here's Alexander-Walker. Covered by Hield. Basket counts.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder looking around. The three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
He gets it in there.
Anderson. Assist. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Hield outside. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. Hield's got a couple of threes now, taking a 19-point lead into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against him. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
So with Wall on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. Cameron Johnson is out there with Simmons. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Sharp, and it's Hield in at the shooting guard position. And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
Passes it to McDaniels.
Long arms, moves the feet well. Johnson, tough on the defensive side.
Another miss by Minnesota. And Buddy Hield gets the three. Hield's got 9.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Towns. Puts up a deep 3. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Gobert with it. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Here's McDaniels. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Craig, you look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
Brooklyn making some changes. Walker comes in for Johnson. And John Wall subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Ball against Conley. Outside for Simmons. Outside, Walker. Second chance shot. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. And here we can check out the score for Jaden McDaniels. Minnesota shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Ball against Morris. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Hield.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
The Timberwolves have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Ben Simmons. Wall finds Hield. 1:31 left in the first half of basketball. Wall with the steal. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Wall with the slam.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Morris. There's the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Team second.
That's a 2 from Hield.
Cooling off a bit after a nice first quarter.
Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Right wing. Here's McDaniels. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 23. To the middle. Here's the break. Here's Alexander Walker.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. It's deflected. Now here's Hield. McDaniels defending. Here's Claxton. Reed with the rebound. Here's McDaniels. Buried from 15 feet out. McDaniels got 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks a lot. John, how effective were you offensively in the first half?
No, it was good. Just try to get my rhythm, just try to find my teammates, make the job easy for us, and let the game come to me.
Very good performance so far, John. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. Tonight isn't an exception as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Credit these guys for coming into the right game plan and patiently executing. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense, rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
Shaq, what do you think about Minnesota?
First of all, where's the intensity going to be? They think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Johnson gets the bucket.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Oh, here's Edwards. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Wall against Conley. And here's Wall. He's got 9. Down low, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Conley the pass to Edwards. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. It's stolen. Claxton with it. Now defended by Gobert. Ball taking his time here. Johnson in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like 80 out there. Similar build, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Here's Simmons. Michael Conley making his last shot, and that one drops for him.
And tonight belongs to Simmons. When he's looking for his shot, Big Ben is a problem.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, that's blocked. Claxton finds Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Love to see this commitment from Simmons, taking it to the defense on the inside.
Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Buddy Hield comes in for Walker. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for John Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a quick check of the stats for Karl-Anthony Towns. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Johnson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Towns with the steal.
Brooklyn foul. Dennis Schroeder.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Now, at the line for the
First free throw is good.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:41 left in the third quarter. Simmons inside.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
A walking triple-double for Pat Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Morris into the lane. Can't hit from in close. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. And Simmons kicks to Hield. And the 3 ball is good. Hield's got 12.
And that's what Hield is paid to do. Stretch the floor for this offense.
Now Morris. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Well, good with the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Towns, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Towns with the steal. Here's Edwards. The rebound by the Nets. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. On the wing, Hield. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the Nets miss again.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Finney-Smith. First personal foul. Third team
This
foul.
is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now, at the line for the Timberwolves.
The first one falls, and Brooklyn making a change here. Second free throw, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Smith. So with Wall on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Dennis Smith is out there with Whitehead, and it's Watford in at the 5.
Yeah, and no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
To the inside, McLaughlin. Here's Garza. Plays it up off the glass.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Smith left side. Over to the wing. Whitehead passes to Smith. 6 to shoot. Turnaround Jay. The putback. Rebounded by Moore. The Timberwolves shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Pass to Alexander Walker. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. No dice from 9 feet out. Timeout called, the Nets. Well, players certainly have become comfortable, Richard, asking for trades as it becomes too commonplace.
It doesn't happen too much in general. I just think a lot of times it's the stars, and so it becomes a lot bigger. So if we're going to say players, make sure we point out the stars. But loyalty is a two-way street. I remember Blake Griffin signing a 5-year contract with the Clippers, and the next thing you know, he was traded.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Wall's checked in.
Man, a strong guard. Wall takes the hit and still can convert.
Here's McLaughlin, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McLaughlin's got his first points of the game.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of hit.
Here's Wall. It's deflected. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker. And there's the pass to Miller. Pass to McLaughlin. From downtown, traps in the tray.
Jordan McLaughlin.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Outside, Wall. Garza pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
The thing's not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Trendon Watford. Simmons comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson, he's checked in for Keita Bates-Diop. And it's Buddy Hield in for Whitehead. Hield from outside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Wall against Conley. Fires from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Wall. No good from Simmons.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Here's Simmons. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. And he lays it straight in. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Wall dishes to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Now, McDaniels, after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Hield can't hit. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 14. Here's McDaniels. Good D by Johnson. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Rebound, Minnesota. Pass to Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. And a deep 3 from Hield. Misses the 3. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.